Yo, my name's Keith. I'm gonna teach you some math. Alright, so today we're gonna work on a finance problem. We're given a cost function and a revenue function, and using those, we're gonna find the marginal cost and marginal profit of 4,000 containers, as well as the selling price of one container. The first thing that we're gonna do is find marginal cost. Marginal cost is the rate of change in total cost at an instantaneous moment. Marginal cost is the first derivative of the cost function. So pretty much we just need to find the derivative of the cost function, plug in 4,000 containers for x, and we will get the value of the marginal cost at 4,000 containers, which is $2.80 per container. Part B asks for the marginal profit. Regular profit is the difference between revenue and cost, but marginal profit is the rate of change of profit at an instantaneous moment. Once again, we're going to use 4,000 containers as our x value, and to create our derivative equation for marginal profit is essentially our profit equation, but its derivative. So it'll be the derivative of revenue minus derivative of cost. We found marginal cost in part A, which is essentially a derivative of cost, so we will plug that in. And for the derivative of revenue, we're just going to use 4.5. We plug those terms in and we get 170 per container. So for selling price, which is what we're going to find in part C, it's essentially the price that the container is being sold for, obviously. So we just use the cost function that we used in part A, plug in a random number and pick some damn strawberries. Yeah, I know, relax. I was just testing to see if you were still with me. You know why it's wrong, right? It's because that the cost function and the price function are two different functions. They gave us the cost function at the beginning of the question, but the price function is revenue over units. So they are not the same thing. Good catch, kid. Alright, so now, back to the question. Our X amount of units is 4,000 containers, just as usual. With that X amount of units, we will plug it into the revenue equation, get that number. Once we have that, we will plug it into the price equation, which is revenue over X. That will give you 18,000 over 4,000, which will give you a price of $4.50 per container, which is the selling price. Alright, so now you have to explain why the revenue... Wait, what are you writing? Ah, come on, man. Don't be funny. Alright, look, this is what it is. The revenue function is X units times the price. Okay? So once we isolate price, it will then turn into revenue over units, which is how you solve the price. So, you're probably wondering right now, why did I have to learn this? I'm never going to use a financial application question in my entire life. Well, think about a financial advisor. Financial advisors are people who give advice to clients about if you'd want to have a mortgage on your house, or whether you'd have enough money to buy your dream car. These situations are for your everyday people, but then you also have to think about the businessmen that come to financial needs. They need to know the most efficient ways to maximize their revenue, which will end up maximizing their profit, as their costs will decrease when they create profit. Well, that's it. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned a lot, and become a financial advisor when you grow up.